See if we have any traffic to tell you about. Any issues? Started out in the east, going through La Joquita. Morning. Guys from Boom just walking in. Trinity City towards Macoya, not too bad from there to UE. It's a bit busy. And then heading to Port of Spain, not too bad until you get into Port of Spain. Slow going through Aranguez, all right? Head down south, see what's going on there. Nothing to tell you in the streets of San Fernando. Leaving south, passing Gasparilla towards Claxton Bay, a bit of volume. And then from Chase Village to Sugarguanas. And then Charlieville towards the interchange, you've got some traffic there. All right? Let's see who sent us hellos first thing this morning. It is Friday. That's Thursday. That's Friday. First off the gate this morning, we got Ray out in West Palm Beach, Florida. Good morning to you. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Safe weekend, guys. Thank you so much, Ray. Maria Marva, you're a second, followed by Ken E. You're third, Kenny. Godzillion Valencia, Oliver Man Warren, Dennis, Miss Ingrid, DJ Ray in Delaware, warm and nice, be safe, TNT. Thank you so much. D. Pear, good morning. Carol Guevara, TGIF, that's right. Okay, TGIF. It is Friday. This is the day we thought about since Sunday. It is warmer this morning than yesterday. It is 26 degrees. At Piarco. It is 27 in our beautiful sister Isle of Tobago. All right, what's the weather going to be like for us here in Trinidad and Tobago? They have not updated it since 4:08 yesterday afternoon, but they're saying tomorrow, which is today, sunny, hazy, and breezy at times. Few showers developing by afternoon. May get a shower or two. Sahara dust is in the air. Moderate concentration of Sahara dust is in the air. All right, checking some temps. Let's start off in Toronto. Whoa, put on your shorts and your slippers. It's 14 degrees in Toronto, 25 in Miami, 22 in Orlando. Paul at 17 and sunny in New York. Atlanta, you're at 19. London, you're 14 with a drizzle. Tampa, you're at 22. Washington, D.C., you're at 15. All right. That's some temps. Thank you so much. All right. So let me say good morning, good night to Paul Richards. What's happening, my friend? How is New York?
Morning, Steve. Pretty warm. It was warm yesterday. I was in Manhattan yesterday. It was very hot, actually. I went to your favorite place for lunch yesterday.
You went to my favorite place for lunch yesterday.
Well, one of your favorite places, anyway.
Hooters?
Whole Foods.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can't go wrong.
Man.
You can't go. Did you buy some of those storage bags? I always buy when I go Whole Foods. The cold bags, the hot bags. I have a few of them. Well, I bought a bag that I could fit a large pizza into.
I had lunch at the Whole Foods yesterday.
Yeah, that's good food too. I paid $6.
And then I went to Barnes and Noble. It's one of the few bookstores left in the world, in America. And started and got some books.
Oh, good. Did you go Burlington? Got some good deals there. You went Ross?
Right around the corner.
You didn't go Ross?
No, I didn't go to Ross.
You
Good morning, Wendell.
You have to go to a Ross.
Hi, morning. Morning, Steve. Morning.
Like somebody beat you up last night. You're sweating so
Sorry?
Are you sweating so
Actually, I don't know why. I don't know what's happening with the light this morning. That's not sweat, actually. I don't know.
Why your head was in the right frame and then you put it down. Why you keep doing that?
So I don't know what's happening with the light.
Leave your head there.
Okay, right, good. I'm gonna.
You do it too much now. I'm sure she tells you that. Leave your head there, right?
Good Lord, we started.
Your head in the right frame, right?
Start already.
Friday, oh God, come on, man.
Yeah. Well, Paul, you have to hit Ross, man. You have to hit Ross.
I'm getting a glare somewhere. I don't know what's that about.
We'll live with it.
Yeah, I'll fix it in a bit. But good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, listeners. Good morning, all you wonderful people. And good morning, and special good morning to Gaylan Perrott, who's celebrating her birthday today.
Oh, Gaylan's birthday today. Oh, no achievements.
Happy birthday, Galen.
And my nephew Jazil Christopher, happy birthday also too.
Dennis Ramdeen's birthday is today as well.
Yeah, today's Dennis' birthday. Okay. Nice. Happy birthday also to the Dennis. I'll message him later.
Yeah. Yeah. So morning.
What's happening in Trinidad and Tobago?
Well,
besides the bad news, I have to start their reading this morning.
Well, let's start with some weird bad news. Weird. I don't know if you heard about this, guys and folks. That those vendors at the Maracas Beach Lookout.
They lost the tent.
Somebody came and stole all their tents.
What? How is that possible?
Very easy. They walk on the seafood.
Yeah.
I mean, how is that possible?
I saw that on Wednesday. I was like, what? I forgot to bring it up yesterday, but I was like, we reach a different level now,
So tents that are mounted up were stolen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're not permanent tents.
They're not. They're just
regular
tents.
tents.
And I'm saying, well, that's a weird story. That is a weird story. And this comes in the heels after some of the vendors at the lookout were saying that they don't mind. They would like permission actually to set up a bathroom facility at the lookout.
What does that mean? You can't put no permanent facility there.
That's where they want to get permission so they can put up some washrooms because there aren't any washrooms up there. They're selling food. Same thing as Lady Young Lookout. A lot of people.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
It's a lie. You need to regulate.
You put a bathroom in now. Next thing is 3-story building going up.
Oh yeah, that's gonna. Well, they have
it's a lookout. You're gonna apply to sell.
But that brings me to this.
Park disposal.
You know that's a feature of vending all over the world, right? That there are no bathrooms, right?
I don't know if it's all over the world, but it's regulated.
Well, I can tell you because I've seen and experienced vending all over the world.
All over the world.
And I've not seen a bathroom available.
Because it's a temporary vending area.
Mainstream stores or something.
Yeah, that's why I say it needs to be regulated somehow, man.
We're not expected to consume the food there. That's the thing. If you were consuming the food there, I could understand the need for a bathroom facility, but you're supposed to buy and leave.
Well, yeah, that's that vending, unless you're eating the doubles on the spot or whatever, you know what I mean?
Well, I know that you need to go to the bathroom after you eat the doubles. See, tell us, do you?
No, unless it's loaded.
It's a vending area. It's a temporary vending area. There's supposed to be no permanent structure there.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, good morning to you. And I just was. It's so sad to have to start the Friday morning and the weekend.
Start every morning, Paul. Every morning is.
No, but another child has been shot. Her parents shot dead. Yeah. And 12-year-old is fighting for her life at the San Fernando General Hospital. After her parents were shot dead, her sister escaped, thank God. But the bandits either shot so indiscriminately or turned their guns on her that she's now shot in the head and fighting for her life. So, I mean, 12 years old. You should be wondering what TV show you're going to watch this weekend.
Yeah.
You understand?
Where did that happen? I didn't get that.
Claxton Bay.
In Claxton Bay. In the Claxton Bay area, I should say. I don't know. It's just so depressing. Since the year started, there's about the third or fourth child to have been shot, not so?
Yeah, I mean, just hit me.
Yeah.
Just hit me.
I don't know what to say again, honestly. I really don't know what to say.
I didn't get that story though. I didn't get that one.
It's just so unfortunate.
Yeah.
That the regard for life is so callous now that you're shooting and you can't face each other in the house. You're gonna do what dastardly act you came to do.
Yeah. It really
You understand? It's really, really disgusting. And I don't know what to say. It's just you get to the point where you're lost for words. And while that is happening, this was happening on, I think, Wednesday.
We were told that this question was withdrawn. You also confirmed you were not here. Superior, you were not here.
Members.
By the member
It's irrelevant, Chapoda. Superior was here.
By the member for Oropuch
And who you shouting at?
Members.
are shouting at Superior because she was not here.
Leader of the House. Leader of the House.
Member for Oropuch East withdrew the question.
You weren't here either.
I was here when the member for Oropuch East withdrew.
What is this?
And you rose and asked again. You wouldn't tell me how to speak.
Members, one second. Members, honorable members. Like we might
Sure you wanted to call them.
we might
He really
we
called
might
them
see other parliaments and get the blows just now.
He called them honorable members.
We might really get to some other parliaments and get the blows just now.
While people are being mowed down in the street, this is what some of our parliamentary behavior is like.
But that was saying, I mean, we've seen in other parliaments, even right here in the Caribbean, people stretch across the thing and felt blows and things. We might get to that just now.
I hope not. I really hope
I
not.
really hope not, yeah?
Oh my.
I really, really hope not. But I don't think, I would say, I don't know if they feel children not watching. So when a child has a disagreement in a classroom with a teacher or a classmate, and they get up and they emulate that behavior, why are we surprised? Or they're fighting in the streets among each other and end up on social media. Why are we surprised? Can you tell me?
Mm-hmm.
And the deputy speaker is right to say honorable members, but is the behavior honorable?
Yeah. Well, as I say, they didn't.
It's a formality.
Yeah. That mild to some, as I say, what we.
That is not mild.
Huh?
There's no way you can. It may not be resorting to throwing shoes and fist fights, but it is not mild behavior by any stretch of the imagination.
I was about to say compared to what we've seen and heard in other jurisdictions.
And it could never be described as mild in any way. In my opinion.
Said if it's compared to other areas, it's mild, Paul Richards. That's my word. I'm using that word.
Like you want to cuff me down. Like you want to cuff me
No,
down.
but I don't understand why sometimes you don't allow me to.
Honorable members.
Like you want to
Honorable members.
tell me how to talk. You can't tell me how to talk. You can't tell me how to talk. You can tell me how to talk. Sit down.
Come on, members.
I ain't Richard. I don't back down, you know.
Small pin.
I don't back down, you know.
Members.
Okay. Mister, you can't tell me how to talk. You were not here.
That is mild compared to what we've seen and heard in other jurisdictions.
Speaker, we were told that this question was withdrawn. You also confirmed you were not here. Superior, you were not here.
Members.
By the member
It's irrelevant, Chapoda. Superior was here.
By the member for Oropuch East.
And who you shouting at?
Members. There's a
shouting
badger.
at Superior because she was not here.
Leader of the House. Leader of the House.
Member for Oropuch East withdrew the question.
You weren't here
Who's
either.
Oropuch East, by the way?
I was here when the member for Oropuch East withdrew.
What is this?
And you rose and asked again. You wouldn't tell me how to speak.
Members, honorable members. Who's Oropuch East, by the way, Paul? That's not Dr. Munilal, is it?
Is it Dinesh Rambali?
Dinesh Rambali. No, he's not a central person.
I have no idea.
But I can't remember. The fracas wiped my memory banks.
I don't know,
I saw some memes on statuses yesterday, one of which Dr. Munilal was saying to a crowd about the people dressed in red. He's so happy to see all these people dressed in red. And then the next one was this. Hold on, let me get that one back. Oh gosh. Let me get that one back. Hold on. Let me get that one
The
back.
approach east is Dr. Munilal.
Oh, which is Dr. Munilal. There was
At the Barbados TTPS or whatever, not TT, but Barbados police.
she said the Barbados TTPS. A BPPS. Oh good. And then the next one was also with Dr. Munilal. Where's that one? Oh gosh, who had that one? Javon had that one. Oh.
Officers, activists assembled in your hundreds tonight at Faizabad. Give yourselves a round of applause.
You love that, eh?
Hold on.
I'm extremely heartened when I look
I
and
know
I
you
see
love that, of course.
in front
He
of
said,
me.
he said, I'm extremely happy when I see a sea of red in front of me.
So the police have confirmed that the body found around the savannah is that of Gabriela Raphael, 25 years old, mother of 5. And from all accounts, she led a really, really challenged life.
But where was she
Very,
from?
very
Did you
difficult
say where she was from? I read that story and I didn't see where she was from, you know.
They said, I think Diego Martin.
They go? Okay.
Yeah, I think
The newspaper is quoting Covey and Diego Martin.
Yeah.
Did they also say that she is someone who had attended the show or anything like that? Because that was what they was.
No, there was no mention of that.
This is when she
the-
dropped her son.
And she dropped her
the
child
son's
off
father
at
on Sunday.
Sunday night. So she was last seen alive on Sunday night. So
Oh,
it could not have been after the show.
okay. All right.
And
that was the speculation.
They interviewed, the other points of speculation that are very dire, to which I will not mention on the air. And she had a very, very difficult life all through primary and secondary school. And she really had a tough life. And one of her friends, I saw a post on social media with the friend saying, what this country needs is more social workers, more psychiatrists, because she seemed to have had a lot of emotional challenges through her life. And the friend just wanted people not to be judging her, because it was an unfortunate conversation that started. She's 25 and she has 5 children already. And why did you stop making children? You understand? Which is it's a complex conversation. Good morning, Ragobarsingh.
Hi, good morning. I can't turn on my video because I think my bandwidth is difficult when I'm not at home in a stable environment.
My understanding is that you could ask
Are you hearing me?
in that palm area and that double palm area.
He's on the road.
You'd have to use the basic Wi-Fi in
Well, double palm is no. But I'm saying that even if you wanted to throw a reference to double palm, they are all over the country right now. So it would be a reflection on the country. They have many branches, as I'm sure you know.
Your package, you can upgrade your package to the and you get 200 megabytes download, just in case you want to add something to your experience. Right, Wendell?
Sorry?
You can upgrade your Wi-Fi package so if you want to add stuff to your experience, which are just FYI.
Thanks. I'll take it under consideration.
Under advisement.
I mean, I don't really want to be talking about crime too much. I I don't really want to be talking about crime too much because it's always kind of a downer. It is so much of a downer these days that many times when I'm looking at news articles, and and because we have to be aware of what is going on, it's often posted in our group and stuff like that. Sometimes I just delete them immediately. I just don't want to see it anymore or hear about it anymore. That's how I feel sometimes. And there I
You
was
say you
watching
got
news
cut off.
last
I told
night,
him to upgrade that package.
and there are this
Upgrade the
horrible
package.
murder
What it is, dial 011 on the telephone in the room and upgrade the package.
He's back up again.
And
Richard,
Wendell,
yeah, he could use his data instead of depending on the Wi-Fi. Richard, are you there?
No, he's not.
Okay. Well, he is there, but and
yeah,
his mic
I guess
is open because we don't have him on air. He's probably going over Ladium or something. Because it sounds he's definitely on the road. I'm hearing him on the road. Anyway, good morning, people. And well, I know Richard also is of. I'm also of the same view as Richard. We just get tired of talking about this crime. And it turns off. I know it turns off people because I get countless messages about it. The bad news every morning.
right? Are you all hearing me now?
Now we're here.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's this platform consumes more data and than Zoom does. So it yeah, so it's difficult to do it in the usual circumstances we'll join the program with. But anyway, the point I was making is that on news last night, just to talk about crime just a little bit, because I wanted to reference it in a particular way. There was a murder of a husband and wife or a partner, a man and a woman, and their 12-year-old daughter. I think she was shot, but she's alive. And the man and the woman were shot dead in their home in a place in Claxton Bay, and they went to the house, and the conditions under which some Trinidadians and Tobagonians live gets me upset. Gets me so upset. When they went to that house, I was like, good God, in 2023, we still have citizens of this country living in that kind of condition, and it just got me so upset. Of course, the murder also is upset. Of course, that's upsetting. The environment in which people live and what kind of door is that in terms of providing any sort of security to whoever it was that was coming in. It just looked like a house that they could have come in from any point. And somebody was there and they heard the people come in and they ran out of the house and went by a neighbor, and I don't know. It's heartbreaking that after all of the money that has gone through this country, that you still have citizens living under those conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unfortunately, in this circumstance, the two people were killed. But the 12-year-old daughter, was shot, and she's in the hospital in serious condition. Shot in her head.
Another daughter orphaned and traumatized.
Yeah.
I didn't follow that story at all.
Additionally, guys, is that the lady's former boyfriend was also killed
in the same shooting?
No, in the past, her
Oh.
former boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was killed. And then you have a drive-by shooting with a gentleman that was killed in his vehicle. I think it was in Madras Road. And the report is that he was well known to police, and he did this and he did that, and he's a extensive criminal record. And I'm saying to myself, so what is he doing out?
What they all doing out? You think they're going to find the person who murdered the mother of 5 and left her body around the Queen's Park Savannah?
No.
Do you have confidence they're going to find that person? So that person clearly, or persons, have criminal behaviors, and they are walking around Trinidad and Tobago now, because from my information, I have not seen the police say they've apprehended anyone, or even have somebody, a suspect under consideration. So
And
that person is going to go free this morning and go to Lime this weekend, and is going to prey on some other woman or girl.
I've said
it happened
years
in the
ago,
past, it will happen in the future.
I've said years ago now that I think we have serial killers in Trinidad and Tobago.
I agree with that, Wendell. I agree with that.
Yeah. I believe we do. We have serial killers here. You know, and I don't know that we have the intelligence, the police intelligence, that is, to recognize things like this and find and use that kind of data to track down and figure out who might be doing this thing. I don't think we have the capabilities. Maybe I watch too much TV, but
Wendell, I went through the data from CAPA, the Police Crime and Analysis Unit, 2 years ago, and I looked back at the last 15 years of crimes against women. And if you look at that data on a page, you will move your wife and your girlfriend and your daughters out of this country. Because and that is what was reported.
Yeah.
We know the vast number of assault cases against women are not reported.
Yeah.
Just the sexual assaults, the domestic violence, and the murders that are reported, the numbers are frightening. That was part of the debate on the pepper spray, which is like jumping through hoops to get it, apparently.
Is there anyone out there with a pepper spray?
Something else, almost 60 people have applied. I don't know what their progress is or status is in terms of acquiring the pepper spray. After hours and hours of debate in both houses of parliament, you know? And so I guess I understand that women feel helpless. And you're right, I think there are serial killers in this country who have been able to carry on 4 years. Remember the Andrew Barrett situation where we heard about the acts committed by the person and Ashanti Riley and the suspicions of the villagers with the PH taxi driver?
Yes. Yes.
Never apprehended before those incidents, and what they could have done long before that.
Yes. And
I spoke to the I forget his name, the father of the one who died in association with the Andrew Barrett thing, and he said the boy was troubled all his life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Into adulthood.
Yeah. And if you had looked to, and which I did, and I didn't do it from any professional standpoint, looked at the body structure, the type of young ladies, young women who were being kidnapped and killed, they all had a similar type of look.
Small framed.
Yeah. And
very attractive, small framed, young.
Yeah. You know, yeah. They all had a similar look. And I'm saying so why nobody else seeing that? Why aren't the police seeing that? That clearly we have somebody targeting a certain look. You know? And remember they had said that area of Aripo was possibly a dumping ground.
Well, they found skeletal remains after, you know.
Yes, they did.
And it's not the first time they found bodies dumped there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's a secluded area.
Yes.
And you would imagine that, okay, after some years, the police would be able to come to us and say we've made a significant breakthrough in the number of assault cases or rapes in the country, and we've apprehended X and Y, and we have the evidence to support charging them with multiple rapes in this country. Nothing.
Yeah.
As I said, I don't have, sadly, any confidence in the police coming to the public and saying we have apprehended a person in connection with the murder of Gabriella Raphael. It's almost like if we accept that she's just another part of the statistical database, and we move on and look to the next one. And I'm going to make a statement here. And I hope to God it doesn't come to pass. Because, every year there's the discovery of the tragic abuse of some child who ends up dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I pray to God, because I know somebody would jump out themselves and say, that's what you're wishing for. No, I'm not wishing for it. But the trends have shown that and the good thing about it is that the number of cases I think have been reported to the Children's Authority have increased so much that people are more aware now and will report neighbors and people who they feel are abusing children, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
But the Port Children's Authority, the reports are I think it's over 3,000 something reports annually they get now.
Yeah.
About
Well, I
suspected
saw that
cases.
they would have gotten a drastic increase too in their budget allocation in this
They
mid-year.
need it. They need it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they need it.
Just to go off a bit, I see that not Dr. Anthony Vera, independent senator who received silk recently, has come under attack from the opposition. And well, he responded. He said it's mean, totally uncalled for, and unwarranted. This is how he responded to the statement of opposition MP Dr. Rudal Munilal that he could not continue to sit on the independent bench after accepting silk from the government. Now, how are the two related? I don't know, but Mr. Vera responded. He said, I did not get any gift from anybody. I worked for years as an attorney, and it is a pity that they would want to rain on somebody's parade and take away their accomplishments and achievements. For what? Petty political scoring points? Vera, who has been an attorney since 1983, said. He said, they are in the opposition. I am not. My job is not to oppose the government. My job is to scrutinize bills and bring to legislation my expertise in the area and to sit on joint select committees of parliament with opposition and government members for oversight of government agencies and departments, which is what I do. And that is not going to change. But they want me to be joining with them arm in arm to attack the government. But that is not my job. Being independent doesn't mean that you can't get along and work with people. I work with everybody, with government, with opposition, and with other independent senators to try and improve legislation. Oh dear. Now, why do they feel that because Mr. Vera, who is an accomplished attorney for the past 40 years, have to remove himself from the independent bench because he got silk? Why? Oh,
according to David Rudder, just another day in paradise, do you think it will be the last attack on an independent senator?
No, it won't.
Exactly. Depending on whatever bill comes before the Senate next week after, and how persons vote, there will be persons for and against. Mm-hmm. There will be, as Attorney Conrad told me 7 years ago, he said, you have entered the arena of the absurd. No matter how you vote, it have at least 300,000 people who vex with you. You understand? Mm-hmm. So it just comes with the territory, and you do your job to the best of your ability, and you move on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Remember we clinging on it? Remember we clinging to...
Yeah.
You're clinging and we heard from him since. He's very quiet these days.
Who is that?
Esquire.
Oh, which one?
I shall not call the name when the person is not here to defend themselves.
Richard?
Ragobarsingh is still there?
Yeah, but he's probably occupied.
What else is happening in the news here? Is there any good news to share?
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Actively seeking. Congratulations to Dr. Rowley, who is probably in Washington, D.C. right now. and will attend Howard University's 155th commencement convocation ceremony, their graduation ceremony essentially, where Dr. Rowley will be one of, I think, 5 or 6 persons to receive honorary recognition, an honorary doctorate, if I'm not mistaken, because you can't give him less than what he has now, you know? So congratulations to him.
Yes, congratulations. He's
The president of Howard is Trinidad Tobago, if I remember correctly. So, congratulations to him. Colin Imber is acting prime minister. And in the absence of Dr. Rowley, firearms dealer Brent Thomas, in a sworn affidavit detailing the horror he endured at the hands of police in Trinidad and Tobago and in Barbados, he said he thought he was going to die. His attorney filed a constitutional claim over his treatment and prosecution for firearm-related offenses. He said he was handcuffed and dragged across a hotel room in Barbados, placed in a cage at the back of a police vehicle, forced into an aircraft, and spent days in a facility where he was forced to defecate in a hole in the ground. Well, this is movie thing, boy.
A hole in the ground? Where? In Trinidad?
It is not clear to me.
Okay. Well, I don't expect. Let me hush it.
It's a good idea.
Me hush. The drama unfolds. Richard could do a play out of this.
You can get everybody pretty tired yet. You go and do the next one. Come on.
Well, first of all, there would have been no drama if due process was followed. That's all. Follow what the law says.
No, but I don't know that the treatment, the description of the treatment would have been any different whether it was under due process or not.
Well, I can't say that because due process means you are following particular processes in terms of somebody being extradited, and the facilities to accommodate that would be very transparent vis-a-vis if it's something that is being done illegally under the cloak of night. Then it lends itself to those sorts of accusations.
Well, as I said, the description of the treatment probably would not have been different because we have heard that type of description for all manner of things from when people are detained by the police. We have heard that description of that type of treatment. You understand? Even for people who have unpaid tickets and they go to find them 3-4 in the morning. We have heard that type of description. You understand?
The disproportionate force used.
Well, I don't know that it could ever be proportionate if you're dragging somebody across a hotel room. But I don't think this is going to end anytime soon.
No, it's not.
I wonder if there is a formal report that's going to be forwarded to the Minister of National Security in Trinidad and Tobago by the erstwhile Commissioner of Police, or if the report is going to remain an oral report. I'm not holding my breath.
Well, I would imagine the Commissioner of Police would have to await, would have asked for, and if she hasn't received as yet, will receive written reports from the officers who went involved.
And that's going to take 6 months?
Yes.
Huh?
That will
take 6 months, right?
Yeah. I don't know how long it take.
But you would think logically would happen.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, we got to run in the headlines of our dailies, but let me say good morning, good night to CJ in New York. Rena Buru Jennings, good morning. Ms. Maloney, Wendy Ann. Yes, Richard, what a deplorable state to live in. Anyone can easily enter the shack. That's Claxton Bay. So sad. Good morning to you, Frank. D says, good morning. Can you let the Minister of Health know that aside from his ministry to run, he also has an obligation to his constituency. The St. Joseph area is dilapidated, run down, and looks like a shanty town. Absolutely dirty and falling apart. I swear we have zero representation. Wow. Chris Tousse also says, asking Paul, since you're in New York, will you be attending Dr. Rowley's, going to Howard University to see Dr. Rowley get his doctorate, his honorary doctorate?
No, I shall not. All things being equal, I shall be on a flight at 11 this morning heading back to Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
So you should be heading to the airport just now.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you not see my note for 8 o'clock?
Yes, I saw that. I didn't make
That's
the connection. I didn't make the connection though.
Oh, we're
I
heading
just
to
sent
next
you a
call.
message from Charmaine.
Hmm?
I just sent you a message from Charmaine. So maybe
Yes,
the fact
that's
that you're leaving just now won't work for some of the people who want to meet you, because Lincoln want to meet you, Charmaine want to meet you, Chris want to meet you. Everybody
Big
want to meet you
guy.
out there. Big guy, everybody want to meet you.
It's been a hectic schedule.
Anthony Tinto, good morning. Ray, Carol Guevara, Edwin Marshall, good morning. Ambrose Blanc,
Did
good
Steve
morning.
just say he wants to go into the newspapers?
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
acknowledging our listenership, which we didn't do before. Leonard Naipaul, good morning to you as well. All right, headlines, let's roll.
It is Friday, May 12th, 2023. Let's start with the news day. Children in the line of fire. Girl 12 shot in the head. Mom and friend gunned down. Girl 3 in car riddled with bullets. Father shot dead. Wow. Racial tensions exist in TNT. Professor Ramshan hits mocking pretenders. Body found in Queen's Park Savannah identified. Suspended Commissioner of Lands wants his job back. Brown wants visa-free travel between India and Trinidad and Tobago. Let's move to the Daily Express now. Savannah mystery solved. Police confirm identity of body found as 25-year-old mom of 5. Couple killed in home invasion. Dad shot dead in car. Girl 3 escapes. Kamala calls for Barbados inquiry. Opposition leader writes to Motley on abduction of TNT National. Locked in a black hole, Brent Thomas relives the horror of being arrested in TNT and Barbados. And Movietown has increased their ticket prices. Children's Authority gets $150 million, says Imber. Let's move to the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian. Deadly invasion. Man girlfriend killed as gunman in Stormhouse. Daughter 12 fights for her life at hospital. Bradport West wins debating competition. Couple killed during home invasion. I'm trying to get some good news to share. I'm going on to the sports page. I don't want to repeat all them sad stories. I'm going to look and see if at this sports page I have anything good to share. Gifts for the older moms. Budget-friendly gifts for moms. Exposés. Mother's Day is coming up this week. And happy Mother's Day. Let's focus on that. Right? Ilana and Nathaniel create style tributes to mom, celebrating women who've made us all. Let's focus on Mother's Day for a bit. Happy Mother's Day to you all. I think that's the best thing I can do this morning to get away from all that bad news.
Yeah. I don't celebrate Mother's Day. I'm sorry. I often tell people that they don't like to hear it, but I don't.
That's your right and choice.
Yeah, I tell people
that doesn't mean nobody else, because you don't celebrate it. That means anybody else can't celebrate it.
No, I wish the people who are my family and so on, happy Mother's Day and so on, but I just don't focus on it at all, as I tell people, because my mother died when I was 4 years old, and the last memory I have of her is her coffin inside the house. So it has probably haunted me all my life, and I just don't celebrate Mother's Day. I'm sorry.
Understandable. All right, it's 6:49. You all better come up with a question.
Yeah, we had one early this morning, you know. Well, you had a good one this morning. It slipped my mind. Let me give you the results of our poll from yesterday, where we asked you, do you think that an oral report from the Commissioner of Police to the Minister of National Security on the Brent Thomas abduction is satisfactory at this stage? You can guess the results. 96%. 96 said no.
Yeah, take that. You'll see if any written report coming out. You know, now let's take the right in the police service.
Oh, geez, yeah.
In the BPTTPS.
BPTTPS. I like that. I wonder if she's watched back at them thing and laugh after. She probably does.
Yeah. Good morning
Especially
to
after, especially after you sleep off the meeting.
yeah. Good morning, Meb. Good morning, Ms. Maloney.
It's Friday, boy. It's Friday, Wendell.
Once you sleep off that meeting,
You know, lawsuits passing right, left, and center these days. So behave yourself, please.
When I say you sleep off the
Behave
meeting,
yourself. Right now, you're on the edge. Okay? You're on the edge. Don't even put a big toe. No pun intended. Okay? Don't even put your big toe any further.
Let's get to the poll, gentlemen.
all right.
Good morning, Leonard Nightball. He says, good news is Power 1 and 2 digital. That's for him. That's some good news. Thank you, Leonard Nightball.
How light a poll you wanna go? You wanna ask if people celebrate Mother's Day? Do you celebrate Mother's Day? Yes or
No, that's a no-brainer. People celebrate Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So it's only me then.
Then everybody
commercial
celebrates
now.
Mother's Day. That's not a point.
The weekend has begun, people.
Richard, come up with a poll there quick, son.
I do it every morning. Come on.
Do you think Port Richard should attend the honorary induction of Dr. Rowley into Howard University?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Doctor to doctor.
And then the Anthony Verame.
They
No,
don't-
I was
they
actually
don't
going-
call you worse than that. They don't
I
call
was
you
I was
doctor.
actually thinking in lines of what
And
happened.
then
in
I
Parliament.
said, I go on Howard to eat more food.
You're eating our food now.
And then while they're there, the president I said, well, you here to come and take honor, you know.
Yeah, you had 2 in 1 here. Look at that.
Okay?
Yeah, I was going in
And then,
lines of
and
what
then,
happened
and then
in
somebody tell me who this to me. And when I look down by the time I grab it, it's about easy and I'm going through.
All right, I was going on in lines of what happened in Parliament.
That's enough time for somebody to take a picture.
Well, let's do that now, Steve. Do you think the behavior, how you want to frame it in terms of the behavior in Parliament?
No, I was
Are you
thinking,
surprised?
should an example be set by our parliamentarians for the country of Trinidad and Tobago, especially young?
Yes, but that's a yes, Steve.
Yeah,
That's it.
well,
If you're waiting for
that's
questions,
100%
phrases,
yes.
and obvious, yes.
Yeah.
Are you proud of the behavior in the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago?
Yeah, can you go with that?
Does the behavior make you? Does the behavior in Parliament uphold the sanctity of Parliament or something like that?
Yeah.
Honorable
Something like
members. You can stick in honorable members here. Are you proud of the behavior of the honorable members of
Do you think the members in Parliament are behaving honorably?
Yeah. Do you think the members of Parliament are behaving honorably? Yes,
Yes or
We're
no?
going across the board here, right?
Our lines are working.
Across the board, yes. This is across the board.
Across the board. 222-8255 North Americans, 866-525-1099. Of course, on our message board via YouTube. Good morning, Ray. And of course, on our mobile app and our website, you will get it here one time. All right, so you can give us a call. Our lines are up and running, like Atto Bolden and Hazley Crawford. Right? Do you think our members of Parliament behave honorably? Yes or no? Marval on the road says nope.
Who's writing? Paul, you are?
You're
No, I'm not.
right?
All right. Well, I can't write, but I can type.
Okay, no, I could write. I could write.
You could write it?
Good morning, caller.
And gentlemen, I
You said what? Sorry.
said and happy Mother's
Yeah, I didn't get your vote.
Hello, I said no.
No. All right. Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day to you for your
Happy
mom
Mother's
also.
Day to you as well. Mo Guest says no. 222-8255. North Americans, you can vote in our poll. 866-525-1099. All right. Do you think members of parliament behave honorably? Yes or no?
You heard the poll. Time to vote.
DJ
222
Ray. Yes,
222
DJ,
talk 222-8255.
DJ Ray says no. Andre, good morning to you, Andre. You didn't vote. Andrew said it's Friday. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, certainly not.
Right.
Right.
Thank you so much. Ms. Maloney says no. Leonard Naipaul says no. Carol Guevara says no. I'm
Morning,
appalled but not surprised. Beauty Culture, good morning to you, Beauty Culture, says no. Long Islander says no. CJ New York says no. CJ, you saw Paul? Did you see Paul? All right. Eartha Young via YouTube says good morning and no. Thank you, Eartha. Josie Richardson, morning, y'all. My answer is no. Thank you. Edwin Marshall, no.
Good, Richard, that indicator loud.
Yeah. Sorry, Friday excitement had me. Okay, Andre, but my vote is no. Thank you, Andre. 222-8255, toll-free North Americans, 866-525-1099. So numbers directly into the studio. You have 2.5 minutes again to vote. So let's crank them in. Let's get them on. Do you think members of parliament behave honorably? Yes or no? All right. I don't know if Paul wants to play a bit of that clip for me.
Yeah, if you could just get
Yeah.
Paul disappeared. He's probably getting ready
Is
to
that,
go to
is
the
that coffee time? All right. So get your votes in. Yes or no? Do you think they behave honorably when they go in the Red House on Abercrombie Street, opposite Woodford Square? Yes or no? You know. How do you pronounce his name? Sapphire says, I agree with D. St. Joseph looks like a shanty town.
Well, what part of St. Joseph? It might be a particular part. I can't.
Well, I think the one representation. Ish out in Malik says no. All right.
Because we had a lengthy discussion yesterday on Port of Spain, and I advised the mayor. I said,
Yeah, this
call a
pothole's
press-
still outside the office
I
window.
said, oh, let me finish. Call a press conference. I'm speaking reference to homelessness. I said, call a press conference, and you have to say something. You know what I mean? You can't just be taking all these licks for nothing.
You know, what are you
You
going
know
to
what I
say?
mean?
What is he going to say? Yeah, we're
Well,
going
I
to deal with
advise
it.
him. I won't say it on air, but I advise him what he should do and what he should say. You know?
They should have mobile showers and washroom facilities and stuff. And, you know, there should be a shelter where they can get something to eat and
A shelter, definitely, but I know about that mobile showers and things.
No, some of them, I mean, every morning I see a couple bathing in the drain.
Yeah, but that, so
So,
you want to provide mobile, you're going to ask for trouble now.
no, we'll have to, do something. It's better than nothing.
Well,
But
they
let's
have to
go with
help.
our morning poll. Maybe we're going to leave it at next hour. Lorna, good morning, Lorna. Good morning, Carly and Indy. No. All right. Mo Gaines. Hell no. Derek Tomasas.
AKA Kush.
No. All right.
That's Richard family.
Yeah, I'll take 10 seconds and I'll cram 100 messages in that 10 seconds. Do you think our members of parliament behave honorably? Yes or no? You have 3 seconds. 2, 1. All right. Let's go into our major news. Evie is in on this, the 12th day of May.
This is your news bulletin from Power 102 Digital.
Firearms dealer Brent Thomas details the horror he endured at the hands of the police in Trinidad and Tobago and Barbados. The opposition leader writes to the Barbados Prime Minister on the Brent Thomas matter. And another home invasion has left a couple dead and their 12-year-old daughter fighting for her life after being shot in the head. Details in a moment. This is news to 7 o'clock on Power 102 Digital. I'm Avril Cynthia Bab. Good morning. Firearms dealer Brent Thomas, in a sworn affidavit detailing the horror he endured at the hands of the police in Trinidad and Tobago and Barbados, said that he thought he was going to die. Thomas' attorney filed a constitutional claim over his treatment and prosecution for firearm-related offenses. In his affidavit, he revealed that he was handcuffed and dragged across his hotel room in Barbados, placed in a cage at the back of a police vehicle, violently forced into an aircraft, and spent days in a facility where he was forced to defecate in a hole in the ground. Meanwhile, the opposition leader has written to the Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, asking for a full investigation into the Brent Thomas matter. Kamala Persad-Bissessar claims the abduction of a Trinidad and Tobago national from Barbados by 3 members of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service represents a serious breach of the rule of law and the constitutional rights of a citizen of this country. The Member of Parliament for Siparia says despite the court's judgment by Justice Devendra Rampersad detailing what he called a shameful blot on our nation, no information has been forthcoming from the government or state agencies explaining how such an incredible breach of the law could have happened. Mrs. Persad-Bissessar said she has the utmost faith in the Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, to be transparent on this issue, which affects the rule of law and constitutional rights of all citizens, including those in Barbados. Another home invasion has left a couple dead and their 12-year-old daughter fighting for her life after being shot in the head. Asha George and Devon Drayton were attacked by gunmen and shot dead at their home in Claxton Bay shortly after midnight yesterday. The couple's 14-year-old daughter managed to sneak out undetected and was not injured, but her 12-year-old sister was shot during the attack and remains in a critical condition at the San Fernando General Hospital. Investigators were last evening trying to determine whether George, 30, or her boyfriend, Drayton, 33, or both were the intended targets. 24 years ago, George's father, Eric George, who was Special Reserve policeman, fatally shot her mother and then turned the gun on himself. 5 years ago, in June 2018, George's then-boyfriend, Jeremiah Stephen, or Stephen, was shot dead in her parents' house in Claxton Bay. She was not at home at the time. 2 days later, the house was destroyed in an arson attack. Police have not indicated whether Stephen's murder is linked to yesterday's double murder. Assistant Commissioner of Police Collis Hazel says gang warfare has started infiltrating the Sister Isle. Mr. Hazel says criminals must not be allowed to find comfort zones in Tobago. Speaking with reporters at a news briefing this week, Mr. Hazel said cooperation from the public is vital moving forward.
Taking shots in here, you want one? Yeah.
and there has been a displacement of gangs infiltrating on most communities within Trinidad. Of course, criminals operate on areas where are soft targets and where they can get collusion from buying from citizens as well. And hence the reason why my appeal for Tobagonians is to not allow their sons and daughters to be involved in the recruitment of gangs.
There are no confirmed cases of the monkeypox virus in Trinidad and Tobago at this time. The Ministry of Health has advised the general public that the virus is no longer considered a public health emergency of international concern. The advisory was issued by the World Health Organization after the 5th meeting of the International Health Regulations Emergency Committee held on Wednesday regarding the multi-country outbreak of monkeypox. You are listening to news on Power 102 Digital to 7 o'clock. Minister of Finance Colm Imbert will act as Prime Minister until Dr. Keith Rowley's return. On Wednesday, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley traveled to Washington, D.C., where he's scheduled to attend Howard University's 155th commencement convocation ceremony. Last week, the university announced Dr. Rowley will be the recipient of an honorary doctorate degree from their institution. And finally, here is weather news for the period today till midnight. Trinidad and Tobago, partly cloudy, hazy, and at times breezy conditions with a chance of a few isolated showers. The low chance of the odd heavy shower favoring Trinidad mainly during the afternoon. Nighttime will be fair despite one or two brief showers. There is a moderate concentration of Saharan dust present in the atmosphere. Sensitive persons are being advised to take the necessary precautions. Look out for a forecast maximum temperature of 32 degrees Celsius at Piarco International Airport and 31 degrees Celsius at Crown Point, Tobago. Currently, it is 28 degrees Celsius at both localities. Recapping your headlines to 7 o'clock. Firearms dealer Brent Thomas details the horror he endured at the hands of the police in Trinidad and Tobago and Barbados. The opposition leader writes to the Barbados Prime Minister on the Brent Thomas matter. And another home invasion has left a couple dead and their 12-year-old daughter fighting for her life after being shot in the head. I'm Avril Sintil-Bab. That was news to 7 o'clock on Power 102 Digital. Look out for more news in detail at 12 noon today and a news update at 8 o'clock this morning. For more details, log on to power102fm.com.
Up to date and credible. Power 102 Digital.
All right. Thank you so much, Avril, for our major news. Of course, we do have a news update coming up at 8 o'clock this morning and another major news happening at noon. That's when Sir Charles will be in taking you through your mid-mornings, and David McIntyre will be in this afternoon as well. All right, so welcome to the second hour of the Power Breakfast Show. Paul Richards, Richard Ragobarsingh, Wendell Stephen. We got Richard and Ruben in the mix. My name is Steve Khan till 9 o'clock. All right. Regarding our morning poll, do you think our members behave honorably in that Red House? Mr. Carapo says yes. Lunch Park says no. He said, Junior says, just 2 weeks ago, Mr. Munilal called, Dr. Munilal called someone in Parliament a vagrant. Okay. All right, guys. So we're back in. And let me give you, oh, got some votes here coming in here. Let me just check it on this side. I didn't go on this side. Let's check here. Ingrid Adams. Good morning, guys. Be safe. Thank you so much. Riri says no to the poll. Thank you, Riri. Let's check in here again. All right. Yeah, that's it. So, the results of our morning poll. Do you think our members behave honorably when they go in the Red House? Well, 10, 15, 20. 22 people said no. One person, Mr. Carapo, says yes. That's
Oh,
the result. Yeah.
okay. Well, there you go.
There you go. All right. So that's the result of our morning poll. Of course, it will stay up until Monday morning when we come in. So you have the entire weekend to vote. All right. You have the entire weekend to vote in our morning poll. Do you think our members of parliament behave honorably? That's the question. All right. When they go in that red house after that yelling match. I believe when it was yesterday, Wednesday, when it was.
It was yesterday, yes. It was yesterday.
Yesterday, okay.
Yesterday. There was also an unfortunate accident. I don't know if you all saw the video of a truck crashing into a house and the truck driver died. Hey, Paul, you just reveal a little bit more there, boy. It's here, you know, I nearly catch you, you know.
Yeah. The truck was on top of a hill and was coming down and crashed into our house.
The camera's spun around by mistake.
Yeah. If you say so.
For like 2 seconds, and when they catch that, yes, what trouble is this?
I don't miss that.
That's no pass, man.
Wow.
The other day I see you look aside too and say something like somebody come right there to tell you something and you had a right smile on your face. I saw that too, you know. I don't miss nothing, you know.
Apparently not. Is this swinging camera? The swinging camera dangerous, you know.
Yeah, that dangerous. What you got for all
So
of
we
us?
can open the phone lines.
For the first time,
we couldn't open our phone lines yesterday. Phone lines were down, but
I'm
they're
using
back
my
up.
laptop and it's actually dimming and sometimes going off completely if I don't touch it. I don't know why. That's never happened
It's
before.
called a screensaver. You have to go in the settings and disable it.
No, but I didn't enable anything.
Well, let's go and disable it again. We
Like
have
it
some
enable itself. I've never had this problem.
All right. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, gentlemen. I wonder if Miss Shoshila and her friends know the whole world is be looking at them. And I would like her to leave Miss Motley out of her melee. The person who answer yes on this poll, that is the type of people that vote for these people.
No, you can't say that, Miss Sampson. Miss Sampson, well, you could say it, but you shouldn't say it.
Thank you, Miss Sampson.
You can't say yes and because we describe we talking about the behavior across the board. We're not talking about the behavior of the UNC in particular. We're talking about the behavior across the board. You know, it happens. You know.
Good morning, caller.
People hear what they want to hear.
You scan everybody, Wendell everybody.
Mr. Patrick.
You remember when the Prime Minister say like the children behaving like hyenas in school?
Mm-hmm.
Well, right now the parliamentarian behaving like hyenas in the parliament. They just graduate. But in the end of the day, I want to call to talk about them. We want to talk about some good news. You know, we have a cyclist that win gold just weekend again. Gold medal.
Nicholas Paul.
This weekend again, yeah.
Yeah. I think he won gold in the Karen.
You didn't see it again?
Yeah, we saw
And Dream Richards won a gold medal last weekend, I think, also.
Yeah, I think, yeah. And nobody ain't talking about that. Nice.
Yeah.
Paul, you don't go for a roti by in Liberty by Richmond Hill by Queens?
No, I had curry made for me at home. I didn't have to go out for curry.
Richmond Hill in Liberty, that roti says goodbye.
Paul is not in any Paul is not in any brownstone basement, you know.
What you talking about?
He don't know where you feel Paul is. He don't know brownstone basement, you know.
We is in a high top hotel.
Yeah, what? Put on YouTube and watch the background and see.
Everybody mind your business, boy. Yeah. Richard Ragobarsingh, the man wants to say double palm, boy.
Who want to see in double palm, Mr. Patrick?
Yeah, man tell a man in double palm. He said, don't worry, double palm all about
You heard somebody say somebody in double palm.
Yes, you talk.
You heard that, or you see what I want to hear in truth, yeah?
But Richard Ragobarsingh was right, you know. This house, where they talk about people get invaded. You understand? That house is on some piece of land that people squatting. Right? That house has a door and thing to secure the body inside it.
And a lot of the murders.
All right, thanks, Mr. Patrick.
When you look at the living conditions of some of these people, you wonder. That's all.
That's
wonder.
all. Good morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
I believe that when it is that actions are taken that is not in the best of interest of the population, especially what occurred in Parliament yesterday, right? That you appropriately blame to those who acted irresponsibly. When the question was posed to the Honourable Member Munal Muniga, whether it is that he retract his question and he did concede, then Camille Robinson Regis, right, got up and spoke, and then she was attacked by Saddam Hussein, and that is when the whole brouhaha started, right? So I would have expected that would have started this from the beginning to give the viewers or the listeners an appreciation as what occurred within the Parliament, and I would have hoped that if asked if that behavior should have been acceptable within the Parliament than generalizing it and put it on both sides, right? And we tend to make that common distinction right through by appropriating when someone done something wrong, appropriate it with both sides. But I couldn't see how else Miss Robinson Regis could have responded otherwise, right?
All right.
Caller, unfortunately though, the only clip that went viral was from that point. Now you were probably watching it in Parliament, so you would have been aware of the sequence, but that sequence was not shared in the clip that went viral, because what you're saying there, I wasn't watching it. I wasn't aware how it started, you know. So it's what we could only go on based on. We could only show the clip that was shared, you know.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to make a call here.
But I know Mrs. Robinson Regis, and I know she not backing down. She not taking that nobody disrespecting or anything like that. I know that. You understand? And
we were told that this question was withdrawn. You also confirmed you were not here. Superior, you were not here.
Members. What is the relevance of what a superior was here?
By the member for Oropuch East.
And who you shouting at?
Members.
I'm shouting at Superior because she was not here.
Lead up the house.
The member for Oropuch East withdrew the question.
You weren't here either.
I was here, but the member for Oropuch East withdrew.
What is this?
And you rose and asked again. You won't tell me how to speak.
Members, honorable members.
So based on that clip, Mrs. Robinson Regis, as leader of the House, was explaining what happened, and the member for Superior clearly said something that she reacted to and said, you were not here. You understand? And then Khadija Amin is heard saying about shouting. You know, why are you shouting? You know, so that clearly provoked, and then everybody started to shout. That's what I picked up from that little clip there. I didn't hear Saddam Hussein caller. Maybe he said something, but I didn't pick up his voice in that clip. Or which one of his voices was Saddam Hussein? I'm not sure. Oh yes. But that's mild drama. I always say that. That's mild drama.
Call and share some good news with us this morning.
Yeah. Call and talk about Mother's Day. What do you normally do for Mother's Day?
Mobile voice
I normally find myself by my
Call and share
sister's.
some good news with us. Good news from your end of the world.
One of
Let's
my
share some
sisters
good news
will have
this
something
Friday
on
morning.
Sunday, and
Happy
I'll end
Mother's
up.
Day to you all.
Yeah. That's where I'll end up on Sunday. Hunting down food.
You have food waiting for you all over the place.
I know. So, but I prefer my sisters and them food when it comes to occasions like this. It's safer. I don't want nobody give me food and I can't leave. But I can't leave when I'm ready to go, Paul. You know that kind of food?
What kind of food is that? I have never had that kind of food before.
You never had it?
No.
Okay.
Food that you eat and you can't leave when you eat food?
Yeah. You
Really?
want to lie down. You want to do a siesta. You want dessert.
So you've had that food already?
I think so.
But you end up leaving. You eventually left though.
I'm not sure. But I think so.
But that's why you got into the trouble. You didn't want to leave after you got the food.
I've not met anybody though that can't cook. I have to admit.
Good morning,
Both
caller.
male and female. My male friends also can cook.
Carol here.
Hey, Carol here.
Paul, yesterday.
Yes, my dear.
When speaking about the young lady whose body was found in the savannah, when you referenced the Japanese Spanish who was murdered, you said nobody was ever held for that murder. But I beg to differ. I was reading an article, a Loop article yesterday, which was also attached to that young lady in the savannah. And in it, they said that somebody was identified. All the evidence pointed to that person. Somebody named something Edwards. I don't remember the name.
But he was shot and killed by police.
Was shot and killed by police later
in December of that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So I just wanted to draw that to Paul's attention because he said.
Thank you, but was he charged with the murder of the Japanese girl?
No, because he was shot and killed. Okay.
Yeah.
So they identified him, but they weren't able to charge him before he was shot and killed?
No, he wasn't charged.
No.
Thank you, Carol.
Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't charged for the murder, but he was identified as the main suspect in that Japanese girl's murder. And he was shot and killed by police. I saw that story too, and I said, I didn't hear that before. You know?
Yeah, we heard the kind of
how they deduce that it was him. I don't know how. You know?
And if you had enough evidence, if the suspicions were initial and you didn't gather enough evidence, or you should have gathered enough evidence to be able to charge him before he was killed, but maybe they didn't know where he was.
Yeah. Good morning, caller.
I don't know how to
wishy-washy to me.
Wendell and Paul.
Hi, Ms.
Good morning.
You know what surprised me? That after so many days, nobody was able to say if she was somebody's family was missing, family member was missing. And it takes so much days for that to happen. So, and I think, maybe, as I tell my nieces and so on, you all go in by boyfriend and sometimes you're home. Why, in case something happens, your mother might even know which house you're in, you know what I mean? And in case something happens, no one could tell. The boyfriend might say she was here some days ago, the mother will say, well, she left some days ago. You know what I mean? It just dawned on me that, young people, just, even though the father said she doesn't listen or whatever, I still feel they're not thinking. Which house you're really living in, and let people know where you are. So she doesn't have any friends to say, well, how much days I didn't see her, where is she? That thing really hurt me, to hear that after all these days, nobody know you. That is so sad.
Yeah, it's sad, yes. It's sad.
And the other thing with the morning poll question, it is Saddam Hussein who started his bacchanal,
That's what our caller just said. They didn't give her that part of the clip.
Yeah, and everything was going good, you know. When the deputy speaker said, Mr. Munilal, are you in withdrawing that he said yes. So that is where Camille stood up to speak, and she gave me a start eruption. I mean, he is so kind of, to me, he is just like, I don't know, not even a parliamentarian. I just find he just wants to be bad, like a bad boy image. He wants to give up. Because it's everything he does, he wants to confront and behave so. It just
like eruption.
Yeah, you like bacchanal and provocation. You like provocation too. Yes. So, other than that, for Mother's Day, I don't really celebrate Mother's Day. I'm a mother and a father in one. So, is there nothing to me? I never really like the idea of people buying flowers and giving it only on Mother's Day. Every day is Mother's Day for me.
Okay.
Amen.
So it
Well, happy Mother's Day nonetheless. Thank you for your
motherhood. You know, so for to say children cooking for you and it's the same material cook if they are here, but it doesn't matter because I eat the same thing I would eat any other day. So it just to me it's a
You're like Wendell, you eat the same thing you eat any other day.
Yeah.
All right.
But every day is nice food. All right. Okay. Y'all have a good day.
All right.
You like nice food, you know. Wendell problem is he like too much nice food.
Yeah. Good morning.
Paul, your Uber driver, Richard.
No, my Uber driver has not arrived yet.
So who is that you're talking to there?
My Uber driver. I'm talking to the Uber driver.
Good morning, caller.
Wendell, you're good fast, you know.
If that man can mako, that man is king mako.
He know that I talking to somebody here. You understand?
It's very obvious, you know, Paul.
I want to know if you meet up with Charmaine up there.
Hey, your phone working again?
She working. Listen,
you just hear Uber driver here and you call one time.
Listen, don't try that, because yesterday morning Ollie went to tongue on me. Ollie had open license, you know, for the Bacchanalia. You know how
I thought you like people that go to tongue on you.
And where
Lord.
you went to tongue and you know Ollie and say sorry.
Whatever you like.
You know Steve and say sorry that really, you know, it is not Zena's fault, it's our fault. Ollie went to tongue.
Zena, you say that
but you send a message and say your phone, you're in trouble.
Ollie take out mortgage on me yesterday, but don't worry. I ain't done with Ollie yet. Anyhow, I want to make the contribution here. Only one side of that parliament is that honorable members. And I want to say...
I'm still surprised to hear you say that.
Regardless, after Richard would know what I would say. You see, with what is happening with young women, I shudder to think that these men, you know, they were born little babies. Their mother pamper them, they bathe them, pamper up the bottom with petroleum jelly, powder them up, and they come to that. What is happening in this country? Where does beast in human form come from? Regardless if the woman, she this, she that, whether she had 5 children, well, that's not the question. Men have no right to rape women. And in that
have they confirmed that she was raped?
No, we haven't.
Well, and when she clothes gonna be doing up anyhow.
Yeah, I guess we had to wait on that.
All right, okay, right. But yes. So coming back to the parliament, yes, that is that they. This I listen to them when you see they asking questions of the prime minister. Those people are very, very the opposition. They are very provoking, very, very provoking.
Zena, I'm gonna play something for you. This is from the UK Parliament, I think, in the last week. And look how the speaker handles. Yeah, but I want to share something with you. Yes, they sometimes get rowdy also, but let me just share that with you. Is that okay?
Yes.
You usually have no problem with me sharing things with you.
I'm very sorry that the sequencing that we chose was not to your satisfaction. I was...
Order. That is totally not acceptable. No. Who do you think you're speaking to, Secretary of State? I don't want. I think we need to understand each other. I am the defender of this House and these benches on both sides. I am not going to be spoken to by a Secretary of State who is absolutely not accepting my ruling. Take it with good grace and accept it that members should hear it first, not a WMS or what you decide. These members have been elected by their constituents and they have the right to hear it first. And it is time this government recognised we're all elected, we're all members of Parliament, and use the correct manners. Secretary of State.
Paul, if you could get your hands on the one with Dr. Ralph Gonzalez and the other parliamentarian too.
Listen to me. That is mild in comparison. I see in China and some parts of Africa, there's be pelting chairs all over the hall. And I feel like it don't reach to that here just now.
Parliaments are contentious spaces.
They are.
Anyhow, leave, when you come back, I'm going to deal with you real good. Time is tight where you are.
Remember, your day is next week, Tuesday, so do you expect to see me this weekend? I'll put the check in with first. Okay? You are next week. Look at your schedule carefully. So when I land, you expect to see me Friday and Saturday and Sunday and Monday. So they call down the phone. You know, yes, you're on.
Oh, Lord. Yeah,
Saturday and Sunday and Monday is strong. Tuesday is your day with me. Tuesday, okay?
You're going to get your pound when you come back. You and well, Steve, he do go on.
Anyway, let me say that, yeah.
I go on. All that too ridiculous, man. And I ain't sorry yet, you know. Steve, I ain't sorry yet. You know my husband take out.
Sorry for what? What is you say your phone wasn't working?
Well, I thought it was my phone. But when I called back and he played in hand saying me second time. But I sent to let him know that. Check calling here, nobody wasn't calling. All the pong me, but it's all right. All I had time and space to do it. I'm going to deal with all you later on. This ain't done. I ain't sorry yet. I'm going.
I'll tell you sorry Tuesday.
And right. Stevie, very quiet.
Whisper it in your ears. Sorry, Zena.
Tell Zena I'm sorry. Tell Zena not to cry.
Good morning.
Hi, morning, Mr.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, gentlemen. Yeah, they pelt microphones and assault each other. Well, it hasn't been happening lately, but there's video circulating of all kinds of chaos also in the Indian Parliament. I think they kind of settled that down a bit now. Yeah, but I saw microphone stands being flung all over the place. Yeah. Now, you know, the production of criminals, you know, we have a mill here that produces criminals, and I make no bones about it. I point again and again and again, and I take the blows for it. The way we make children in Trinidad and the way we grow them up is going to make them susceptible to the guns, and that will never go away. We are in the best place to pass guns and drugs to where they have to go. And therefore, there will always be that pressure on us. So to say they shouldn't bring it is like saying they shouldn't bring macaroni here. If you shut down the guy who is bringing it now, the fellas who making macaroni, they're going to find some other willing person. It's never going to stop because there's a market for it, right? The thing is, if you want to stop bringing macaroni here, you have to tell people macaroni ain't good. Don't deal with that. There are problems with macaroni, the things you make with it, the cheese and the this and the that. You know, when you consume these things, you know, you have to persuade people and they will buy less. And I'm just saying that that's the situation. That's how you have to deal with it, from the position of demand, because the supply is immense and it's a good place to pass it through. As it is, we have a ready market. Now, we will get all. They abandon the deep historical reasons of slavery and whatnot, but they keep telling us that these are socially disadvantaged communities and people are everywhere, of course, and that we have to have an understanding and we have to take some of the blame and the wider society. My mother let me know that she was not tolerating a certain kind of behavior, right? At one time she cried when she found that I was fighting. She was hustling out there trying to take us where we are now, in her own vision. And I was fighting. And while she was speaking to me, she started to cry. But at other times, she had a real hostile attitude. I'm just saying that the way we make children here, right, and the way we grow them up is causing the problem. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I'm still trying. Mr. Pinal, are you still there?
He's gone.
Let me share the parliament with you.
Hold on, Paul. I have a call already, so let me just get a call first. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Carol spoke about something there just now, and Paul asked a question which is relevant. But I just wanted to articulate my experience in my history, in my experience in the military. And it is something I keep wondering why the police doesn't use a platform to run down the timeline of why it happens. In my experience in the military, I have discovered that a lot of crimes remain unsolved on the docket. And all you know, I am no defender of the police. I really don't trust the police as far as I can show them. But in my experience with them, a lot of crimes remain unsolved because John killed Harry, and the police, by the time the police get the evidence on John, Smith killed John. And by the time they just keep running down the crime and running down the criminals, and by the time they accumulate the evidence, the revenge murders are happening so fast.
Mm-hmm.
The police, the solve rate and the detection rate is good, you know. The police know who do the crime. It's about the gathering of the evidence and
the police suspect they know who the crime. Without evidence, they can't confirm that.
Well, sometimes
we have a system built on legal structure.
People give evidence, but they have to.
Police can suspect anything they want. Unless they have evidence to support it, it is a suspicion. Unless they could, because you've got a certain evidential bar needs to be met to lay charges.
And we understand that, but sometimes they have witness testimony. They have people say, but they have to build the evidence. But by the time they get the evidence, or maybe even before they get the evidence, some revenge killing come.
That's a fact.
So from the civilian mind, the police don't solve crime. But the crime they have no crime to solve because
the crimes solving themselves. That's what I've said that for years here.
Correct. That has been my
some crimes solving themselves because that's gun crime. What about the assault cases and rapes against women? That the men stay out there and are serial rapists and the police can't get the evidence even though they suspect something. Nobody can kill any serial rapists.
Do you know what I think happens in that case, Paul? 1 second, Lincoln. Do you know what I think happens in that case? Because in some of these cases where people interfere with children and do things in neighborhoods, and you hear about a murder, and you hear that, oh good, but this guy wasn't, that's because somebody interfered somebody.
Correct. It's not just random things that has happened just so.
I don't believe anything is random anymore. I believe there are collateral killings. In other words, they come to kill you and 3 others are wrong and them one or 2 of them are dead too.
Correct.
That's what I believe happened.
All right. When they said something there that is very relevant. When you look at there was a killing of an elderly man who they pushed their hand through the window and shoot the man in the bed. When you watch the house that these people are living in, you know them people nothing. But there's some nephew, some cousin, or somebody who doing stupidness, and they pay the price for them crime. These people are them nothing. You can be 60-something years and think somebody pushing the hand through a window and kill you in your bed sleeping. It's some young family who doing foolishness that they pay the price for that. So it's so much more than just. And I understand what you're saying here, Paul. You're very relevant with what they said about the
gathering of evidence,
murder, the Panis murder. But the police needs to do more. So, you know, in the United States, they have a show called 24 or something like that. They run down the whole list of how things happen and why they happen.
Yeah.
And maybe the police needs to do more to explain that. I'll leave it there, gentlemen. Have a great day.
It's 48 hours you're talking about. I watch that all the time.
Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. How is everybody today? Happy Friday.
Hey, big guy. Good. Happy Friday.
Steve, I want you to give Dr. Paul a message from him.
Look him right here and you talk to him directly.
No, you give it to him. Tell him I'm still by the A train left on Liberty Avenue waiting for him. All right?
You still where?
On Liberty Avenue by Lefferts Boulevard waiting for him.
Paul, big guy by somewhere by Liberty Boulevard waiting for you.
But we didn't arrange a time. But you go and stand there whole day in the hot sun. Good for you.
Since yesterday.
I think that would be for me too.
Don't worry. All right. Wendell,
Sir?
all parties behave the same way in opposition. Do you agree?
All parties behave the same way, whether in opposition or in government.
In opposition. Do you agree?
I don't disagree with that. Why would I disagree with that?
Because everybody seems to think like, listen, I'm not backing any party, but everybody seems to think what happened yesterday only happened because of the UNC. All parties behave the same way. All.
But why are you afraid to say you're backing a party anyway?
No, because I back Democrats. I back the Democrats.
No, but you don't support the UNC here in Trinidad?
No, not at all.
Okay. All right.
At all. You've seen the thing that you believe that I don't back them.
No, based on your utterances and sometimes this strident defense of them, it is song so I don't know.
No. I like to be honest, to be even.
Okay.
Partial. I'm very impartial.
But I never hear you say anything good nice about the PNM.
I just talk about Piaco last week, the other day. What's wrong with you?
Piaco?
I think Piaco is number one class of JFK.
So you're praising the PNM for that?
I don't know. Did they do it like that? If they did it? Yeah?
But PNM didn't build Piaco. It was UNC.
Listen, honestly, anybody do something. That is something I've gone tell you that they did good the other day. I didn't get a chance to let you know. But anybody who does good, I born on each side on Libra. I'm very, very honest. And
you are Libra?
I go by just. Yeah, Libra, yeah.
No wonder. I now see why. Because you're okay. All right. So you explain a lot there, big guy. Because I'm Libran too. And we speak frankly. So nothing wrong with speaking frankly about anybody you like or dislike. I speak frankly too.
All right. And
what day you born? What day you born?
All right. I got a lot of calls coming through.
27 September.
Let me just share the video.
Thanks, big guy. Go ahead, Paul.
May I rise?
In the most
Why don't you shut up and stop insulting people? Shut up and stop insulting
Ralph,
people.
shut up.
Shut up, Ralph.
Honorable members.
You're just being ignorant and stupid.
I am on
Ralph,
my feet.
nobody can be more stupid than you.
Honorable members.
Talk to him.
Honorable members, please take your seats.
Talk to him.
Take your seats, honorable members.
Madam Speaker, do not shout at me.
Honorable members, I am not shouting at you, honorable
Please,
members. Please take
please
your
speak
seats.
to me politely and respectfully. And I'll
Honorable
take my seat.
members, I am always polite and respectful.
It's
Please
important
take
to
your
me.
seat. Please take your seat.
Please. Well, do. Good.
There's that word again, honorable.
I know, eh?
The man say, speak to me politely, yes? He's telling the speaker
I can
and all
pull
this.
up videos whole morning from parliaments around the world.
Yes,
true,
it's
eh?
true.
Fine
And Congress right here in the US. Okay?
Oh. These are good clips to watch, you know. So you must really gather, do a set of them, Paul, and we could show them from time to time. You understand?
I want you to tape what happens at them council meeting and bring it first issue.
Oh God, we don't have that kind of drama. We had a councillor telling an ex-councillor the other day, "You're lucky you're in a safe space."
There's a threat.
Not really. In terms of her response to the other one.
Okay.
You know? Because uncouncil language could have been used, I guess, if we weren't in that safe space.
Good morning, call.
Excuse me, morning, guys. Carl again. I want to make a
You were Carol here just now. Now you're Carol again, or you're changing the names all the time?
I would like you to make a plea to Flo on my behalf. Please, Flo wants me to use colorful language. It's been over 2 weeks that we don't have internet in my area.
Carol, let me ask you something.
On the phone and all kind of thing.
Carol. Carol, my dear.
Yes?
Yeah, Flo abduct you out. You know you have choices, right?
I know.
Like to handcuff you?
All of them, as they say.
I don't know.
Like you don't have no choices, right? So you have to stay with somebody that will give you a proper service. Come on.
I hear you.
And you fighting for 2 weeks with no internet? So why? Why are you fighting with no internet? The minute you call for internet, listen to me, I want to cancel this. They're in the front door.
That's all you have to do, Carol. Seriously.
I want to cancel this. They're in the front door 2 hours after.
I call and tell them that they're going to cancel his service. I guarantee 2 things. It will be somebody will call you and say they'll give you reduced rates. They say they'll give you a faster internet. You don't have to pay extra. And this and that and all hullabaloo. They told me that when
and once they come tell them you want gifts and bonuses too, because you suffer for 2 weeks. You couldn't do your work. You lose money.
There you go. No, do that. Call them now.
Right?
I will. Okay, thanks.
All right, Carol.
All right.
Gentlemen, I'll be back.
And you have options.
Sorry?
What are you suffering there for?
What did Steve say?
Excuse me for 1 minute. I have to go to another studio.
All right. So I guess
I was going to say excuse me too, but I can't excuse now. We can't leave it myself.
Anyway, you have to be heading to the airport almost immediately. I saw the other link. I saw you send the other link though. So at 8.
Sure, I think of you.
Yeah,
I plan ahead.
Charge up my laptop though. My laptop battery is going down.
Where's the other charger?
I don't know what's happening this morning. It's running down quickly, and it's only the screen is just dimming every now and then.
Because the laptop old like you.
Before. I guess so.
Laptop run out of power. It can't sustain as long as before.
We've had these laptops for the entire term, and the term is an extended term, so it's past the lifetime.
Clean it first. Clean it first. Avoid the paraphernalia, and then carry it in this.
I don't have that on this laptop.
What laptop you have it on?
I don't use any other laptop actually.
And what is that?
Laptop for meetings.
When you say you don't have that,
I don't have paraphernalia on it.
Okay. What is this, Lando? Is the guy who dressed up like a woman and tried to rob a casino? When is this? That's in Trinidad?
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either.
Yeah. I didn't see that. So, of course, Bush Lime, which was the fundraiser, a big fundraiser that they hold in the Diego Martin West constituency, has been postponed to 17th of June. It was supposed to be held this weekend, but because it's a fundraiser for the Diego Martin West constituency, which is the constituency led by the Prime Minister, Dr. Rowley, and he's not around this weekend, they have postponed it, right? So it's now the 17th of June. It's really a nice food inclusive lime that they have down. I think they mostly use down the Arboretum. I don't know if you've ever been to anything down there, Paul, down on the Macquarie Road, off the Macquarie Road, a place called the Arboretum. It's normally held down
there. Is that where they water and the river part and
yeah, it's a really
where you could go on a nice aquamarine pools and stuff like that?
Yeah. It's
I think
really
I've seen it. I haven't been, but I've seen it.
Yeah. So that I'm guessing it would have been there, bush lime in the bush, as they call it. But it's not on this weekend again. It's on the 17th of June, which is the long weekend, because the 19th is a holiday, and the 19th will be a Labor Day, yeah. So that'll be a long weekend, you know. So it's on that weekend. Of course, there's cricket. The the Port of Spain Corporation will be having a Sports and Family Day next week, Friday, at Mandela Park in St. James, Port of Spain. So Port of Spain Corporation will do their Sports and Family Day then. Lots of sporting activities. Our internal cricket competition for Queen's Park, though, has been postponed because they're doing some work on the oval field. Because the cricket is normally played at various parts of the oval field. But that has been postponed also to a date to be announced because they're doing some work there for upcoming international cricket matches. I just hope they didn't put it off totally because members have been waiting to play this for the last 3 years. You know, I certainly was looking forward to it, so I've been busy trying to get myself back in top fitness. You know, as one of the premier batsmen, and I switched teams this year now. I'm going to play with Seaboard Marine this year. You know, they've been after me a little while now. They just didn't have the cash to buy me. You know, and I met up with the owner of Seaboard Marine, who's a very dear friend of mine, Trevor Chanpak. Richard should know him well. He's one
I
of
know Trevor very well.
Yeah, well, Trevor say, hey, Wendell, you know how long you trying to get me to come and play with them? And I stuck with Gary Adge and Shafley all those years, Gary and Ian. And so I'm going to play with Trevor Chanpak's team this year. You know? Trevor and Curtis Rudd and Maurice Hay and Ted Mondy. Ted Mondy, are you listening? You're getting a big player then.
Whether he's scoring enough runs is another matter, but we'll see.
What I think I came within a hair's breadth of winning most runs last time. If I didn't, I think I got some prize for something. Because I bowled to it. I'm a decent bowler. Bowler.
I will stick to saying you're an all-rounder.
Yes, I'm a good all-rounder because I
won't say you're a batsman or a bowler.
Yeah.
I hear you can keep a good wicket too.
Yeah, I can actually.
I hear so. I hear keep a good slip and gully.
I'm versatile that way.
So I have been advised.
Yeah.
You can put you on top of the field or below the field. And you can
anywhere, any part of the
both
field.
positions.
I can field anywhere. Field, F-I-E-L-D.
I see Steve is back.
Yes, Steve is back. So Steve, open up the lines again now. I'm sure lots of people waiting to call it. He's calling someone. All right. So, and of course, there's some cricket finals and football finals within the Corporation League, the Inter-Corporation League, ARIMA. I think there's football at Macoya, Constantine Park later today. Or is it in Takariga? I'm not sure. But there's football today, and then there's some cricket also playing. All right, so find yourself on a sporting field. I tell you, sports and culture is the way out of this mess, you know. The more people get involved in sporting activities and cultural activities, the less you have time to think about crime and all the craziness that's happening in Trinidad and Tobago. You understand? And of course, Port of Spain Corporation will be celebrating City Month next month with several activities. And Pan on the Avenue is back. It's coming on August 26th. All right, that's happening on August 26th. That's always a very well attended event. Pan on the Avenue. That's on August 26th. All right. Did I miss anything of events? Ooh. Probably not. All right. Yes, Steve. We open the lines. 222-255 and 612. 1-866-525-1099. Give us a call now. It's Mother's Day weekend. I know a lot of people do a lot of things on Mother's Day. A lot of sales. There was no particular concert. Normally they bring down some of these crooners, these really good artists, top artists, to perform for Mother's Day, but I haven't heard anything like that. There's always some East Indian artists or some pop artists coming down, but apparently no show like that was planned this year. You know, instead we had the reggae concert last weekend that clearly had a little chaos involved. It was a good show. The performers did a good job, but I think they would have oversold tickets and had some issues there where people were stuck with tickets outside of the venue. You know, I hope they address that.
Yeah.
But no Luther Vandross, no Lionel Richie, no.
No,
No,
I was offered, but time.
nobody
I
like
need
that.
to
This
have a concert to sing, but time, don't have the time. Good morning.
Yeah, morning again. I want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers of our 102 program and all the fathers who is mothers too. Because you need to have a lot of fathers who is mothers.
No. No, there are no fathers who are mothers, and there are no mothers who are fathers.
Yeah. We're looking at gender. I ain't looking at the gender. I'm looking at fathers who mother the children and mothers who father the children. It happen? If the father
That
not there,
can't happen.
mother not there.
That can't. A
Right?
mother cannot replace a
Yeah,
father.
father, we
And
know
a
that.
father cannot
We gonna
replace
argue.
a
We
mother.
ain't gonna argue for this.
Well, I
when you look
just
at what's going on, when you look at what's going on in all these parliaments across the world, we see one thing coming out of them: passion. And sometimes people don't allow passion to control the mind. You understand? That's what is happening now. Passion ruling the mind. So a man have a point, or a woman have a point, or whoever, like Ralph Gonzalez and them other people in England or whoever. It's passion. You understand? So it's a human thing. How we control that is a matter of you having self-control over your passion. It's a man who could rule. A man who could rule over his passion is a great man. Sometimes passion has rule people. You know that, Wendell?
It's character too, eh? It's character too. If you're not of that character, regardless of how passionate you are about something, you won't carry on that way.
So Wendell, you never say something out of passion that it was wrong?
No.
Oh.
In my political life?
No, I'm talking about generally.
Oh well, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Passion. People allow passion. Sometimes you're in an argument with your wife or with whoever, and you say something on that passion, but in the end of the day, you have to come and apologize.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Mr. Patrick.
And I'm not averse to apologizing when I think I've done something wrong or said something wrong. I've
Good morning.
done it countless times.
Morning, Dudu.
Morning, Ms. Maloney.
How are you today?
Not bad.
Oh, nice to hear. I'm just calling to wish all mothers a happy Mother's Day this weekend. All God's blessings to them, and I hope they enjoy their special day. Bye.
Thanks, Ms. Maloney.
I just want to address this quickly, there, Steve. There are mothers and there are damn good mothers. There are fathers and there are damn good fathers. No mother can be a father, no father can be a mother. So don't wish people happy mothers, men who double up as mothers on Mother's Day. No, it's a mother or a damn good mother. That's what it is.
Let me wish a lady that came into the Pet Butler yesterday afternoon, said she can't live without us. I didn't get your name, but happy Mother's Day to you, and thank you so much for your comments. Appreciate it. I didn't get your name. Make a call us 222-8255. We'll open up our Mother's Day lines come next hour. All right?
Mm-hmm.
We will indeed. Right. I'm skeptical to take this call. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to the breakfast crew.
Morning.
I remember
Anthony Tinto, man. How are you, sir?
How are you going? I remember many years ago, Calypsonian explainer saying, "The kicks in all the time." you know? In Parliament, the kicks in. Okay, guys, have a great day and a wonderful week.
Tinto, isn't your birthday sometime this month? When is it?
Last Saturday.
It was last Saturday? Oh, my dear. My apologies. So, belated birthday greetings.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I know you are Mayborn. Yeah, belated birthday greetings.
Thank you very much, bro. Have a blessed
All right, man. Take care.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
All right, we have 1 minute before the hour of 8 o'clock.
Today is also the birthday of Jackie Lazarus. Everyone knows her down in Diego Martin West. Malika Cooper and Denise Soyafat Angus is also celebrating a birthday today. All right, so birthday greetings to you all. And tomorrow is Robert Amar and Indira Guevara, who is the wife of Ramon Guevara.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready for news, Steve?
Yeah.
So I will
Thank you,
log
Dennis.
off.
Yeah.
Don't forget we
Yeah.
logging back on a different link, yeah?
Oh, yes. Let me do that link now.
Yeah.
I'll do it
All
during news. I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, man. Take
All
care.
right. Let me lock off this link. Let me leave this link, folks. So thank you so much for those that are watching us on YouTube. You can join us right now. Coming up right after 8 o'clock news brief via our mobile app and on our website. Let's get into 8 o'clock news brief. Starts right now.
This is your news bulletin from Power 102 Digital.